scene opens with a cold grey morning. A faint mist clings to the ground as the city slowly awakens. Inside a small, dimly lit room, the cursed pendant lies quietly on a wooden table. The camera moves slowly, as though the air itself is heavy. Not all curses scream when they arrive. Some enter in silence, patiently wrapping their grip around the soul, unnoticed, until it is too late. The morning light held no warmth. The sky remained dull, and the air felt as if it had forgotten how to move. And in this stillness, something stirred. The pendant had returned. Though it had been hidden, locked away, it found its place back near her. The bond had formed. She left for the day, unaware that the shadows followed close behind. The halls of the school, once ordinary, now seemed to hum with unseen energy. Whispers echoed through the corners, subtle at first, like memories long forgotten. Time passed slowly. Every step she took seemed heavier, every breath sharper. The world around her had shifted, but the signs were just beginning. The first mark appeared when the light flickered in the corridor. A sudden chill filled the space, and the silence grew loud, pressing against her ears. She turned, but no one was there. Only the long stretch of empty hallway and the sound of her heartbeat. Then on the wall, a message. Faint, written as though by a hand not fully present. Return it. The day dragged forward, but the weight did not lift. Shadows lengthened unnaturally, faces seemed less familiar, and in every reflection, something felt wrong. The mirror in the restroom showed not her face, but a distorted version, eyes darker, mouth twisted in a silent scream. She returned home, but peace did not follow. As the door closed behind her, the house itself seemed to breathe. The walls tightened, and the air grew thick with anticipation. Night arrived swiftly, pulling darkness across the sky like a shroud. The pendant glowed faintly, its red light pulsing in rhythm with something unseen. Dreams gave no rest. Visions of an old village, of a girl with hollow eyes, and of a past refusing to remain buried. But the truth lay hidden in stories, forgotten by time. She sought answers. The books were old, brittle with age, yet they spoke of the pendant's legacy, of those who had carried it before, and the fate that awaited them. Each page revealed more horror, more lost souls bound to the object. In the silence of the library, a name echoed, a name tied to a tragedy long concealed, a name that did not belong to her, yet was now etched into her path. As she turned the pages, the lights dimmed. The room grew colder, the words on the page blurred, reshaping into warnings. He is watching. The shadows whispered, not in fear but in hunger. And with every step deeper into the mystery, the more the veil of reality began to tear. Time slipped, the minutes stretched endlessly, and the world outside her windows faded. She was no longer part of it, but something between. Dreams and waking moments merged. She no longer knew when she slept, or if she ever did. The first sign had come, not in thunder, but in stillness. And stillness can be the loudest scream of all. The night did not end. It stretched, bending the hours into one long, breathless moment. The pendant's light grew stronger, casting elongated, twisting shapes along the walls. Sarah sought answers in dusty tomes, uncovering tales of lost souls bound to the cursed object. As she delved deeper, reality began to unravel. The past, present, and what was to come, colliding in a single silent promise: there would be no escape. Only the next sign. And as the dawn failed to break, and time itself seemed caught in an eternal dusk, she stood at the edge of understanding. The pieces were in place, but the game had just begun. The whispers grew bolder, no longer confined to the night. They followed her in daylight, in crowded rooms, in the mirror's gaze, and behind every sound a presence. The first sign was never meant to warn her, it was meant to claim her. But still she moved forward, drawn by forces she could not name. The streets she walked twisted into unfamiliar paths. Doors led to rooms she had never seen, yet somehow knew. Time became a circle, endlessly repeating, yet always shifting. She began to see them, the others. Figures in the distance, watching, waiting, silent witnesses to her unraveling. Her hands trembled as she reached out, touching the pendant, hoping to sever the bond. But the moment her fingers met its surface, visions surged. Flames, screams, a village in ruins. The weight of countless souls pressed upon her. The pendant did not curse. It consumed. And now it was hungry again. As the hours passed, her reflection vanished. In its place, the girl with hollow eyes stood, mimicking her movements, but with a twisted smile, a silent mockery. Every corner of her world bent to the will of the curse. Lights flickered, walls pulsed, and the ground beneath her feet felt unstable, like walking on memories. She searched for an end, a way to break free. But every clue led deeper, every answer birthed new questions, and the signs continued. A melody began to haunt her, soft and distant, like a lullaby forgotten. It echoed through halls, through streets, through her mind, a song of sorrow, of loss, of inescapable fate. At the heart of it all, the pendant pulsed, alive and aware. She was no longer alone. She never had been. The first sign was only the beginning.